went into the neurologist's office with my, uniform on, fancy Ranger tab, all that stuff, thinking you're a hero. I walk in and the doctor looks at me and he said, "Has anybody told you what's going on?" I said, "No, I don't know." And without doing any examination, he just said, "You have MS." And my reaction was, okay, I've heard that before. I have no idea what it is, but I'm guessing it's not a good thing, especially for someone who has just launched a career, where you have to carry a rifle all the time. My name is David Kelleher. I'm a businessman, a volunteer, a son, an athlete, and a father. And I also live with relapsing remitting multiple sclerosis. I started on beta-seron pretty much right away. That was while I was transitioning from the military into the civilian world, trying to figure out what I was going to do for a career, and having exacerbation after exacerbation. I figured I didn't have any choice. At the time, for me, even in relapsing remitting form of the disease, you were looking at a black hole, just not a lot of progress. Since then, so it's been now 20 years, so it's a good amount of time to make some progress. I think most people with relapsing remitting disease have many, many choices that are effective. Where we still have that black hole, although we're trying to fill it, is in the progressive forms of the disease. The reality is, if you have the disease at all, there is some meaningful likelihood that you will move to a progressive form of the disease. And if you have a progressive form of the disease, there are some hopes and there are some, newer, more novel treatments, but there is nothing proven that is going to really address the devastating impacts of that form of the disease. Naturally, with an unpredictable disease like MS, the uncertainty around what your everyday is going to be is probably the most challenging thing. For some, they don't know if they're going to be able to get up in the morning. Some may not be able to see, may not be able to walk, or you just feel weird. That uncertainty is something that never leaves, no matter how good you feel.
One of the hardest things for me over the years has been to see what could be for us. To see somebody in a chair or in a scooter or, the emotional stuff. And now, for the past 6 months, it's been harder. He's having issues and we don't know exactly what they are. I don't know if they're getting worse or they're getting better. There's so much unknown, and I wanted to have all these kids with him and be with him later, and I don't know what it'll be like. Nobody knows what their future's gonna be like, but it seems like we have this thing that follows us around, and we don't know when and if it's gonna rear its head, and it seems as it's starting to rear its head. So I'm gonna just sit and wait and try and stay calm and enjoy every day.
Part of the reason you guys are here today is to help us bridge that gap so we can fund every bit of promising research that comes across our desk, and so that we can support the 500,000 people in the United States who live with this disease and their families.